In 2005, I was the Director of Racing Operations and Equestrian for the Hong Kong Jockey Club. In the first week of September, the then Executive Director of Racing, who's now our CEO, Winfred Eckerbridges, called a meeting in his office to formally advise us that we'd been approached to see how we could assist with the equestrian events for the Beijing Olympics. That was a massive challenge. The first thing we looked at was to see how the Hong Kong Jockey Club could be the sole provider. We had to accommodate approximately 20,000 spectators. From the history of past Olympics, it was quite obvious that we needed to have stabling for around 230 horses to compete for the Olympic event. We also needed a cross-country course for the eventing leg that we knew had to be around somewhere between 5,500 metres and up to just over 6,000 metres in length. So that's the equivalent of an 18-hole golf course. The next important thing to think about was not only the location of the venue, but how the club could support it. We had to support it from a veterinary point of view, a logistics, a transport point of view. Everything had to be brought in and built on a temporary basis. Obviously the stables, we built 200 new stables and all the support infrastructure for that. That obviously became a very important legacy value to the equine industry of Hong Kong afterwards. Again, when you're doing an Asian Games, there are very strict protocols you have to follow. While we were doing the preparations for the Asian Games, we were also looking at how we could integrate as a legacy value Chung Fa into Hong Kong's racing facilities. The two biggest legacy values really was the disease-free zone. The stables themselves, while they were adequate for Asian Games, they did not come up to the expectations of our owners for horse racing. And of course we had many other facilities we required, like permanent veterinary hospital. Really the legacy value itself was the site and how we could integrate the site into Hong Kong. I honestly believe for the land that we have and what we were able to do with it, I think Hong Kong can be incredibly proud of it. The jockeys were very pleased with what we'd done with the main turf track. We now have a 1 metre rise in the track in Chung Fa, and that purely came from the jockeys, and ideas came from the trainers. Trainers had ideas on how spelling should be done, the size of spelling paddocks, etc. So it's a lot more than one person. There's many people contributed to it.